Hello, parents. I'm Mr. Hargrove, and I just want to take this opportunity to welcome you to my digital course where I will give you a brief synopsis of what's going on in accelerated math this year. A year that I'm very excited about. So glad to finally have students back in chairs and just excited for everything that this year is going to bring. We're off to a great start, and I anticipate that it's only going to improve as the year goes on. So, this presentation will be short. I'll give you a little information about me, a little information about the course, and as always, if you need to reach out to me for anything, you'll see my contact information and the best ways to contact me at the end of this presentation. So, to start out, just to give you a little information about me, I am one of the rare people that was actually born and raised in the great city and state of Austin, Texas. I went through the Austin school system, had a great experiences academically as well as athletically. I played NCAA football at Texas Lutheran University. There, I also received my bachelor's degree in business with a specialization in management. I worked 7 successful years in the private sector and then decided to transition to education due to my passion for teaching and developing young leaders. That's something that I did in the business world, and it's something that I've always been passionate about, which is why I decided to transition to education. Also, about me in 2018, just a few years ago, I went back to school to further my education, and I graduated from Lamar University with a master's degree in education last year. This will be my 8th year teaching math at Hopewell, and I'm also one of the boys basketball coaches as well as one of the track and field coaches. Miss Hargrove is also a teacher here on campus. She's taught language arts for a number of years, and this year is teaching science. We've been married for 13 years, and we have 3 wonderful young boys. They are the pride of my life, and they definitely keep both of us on our toes, but we have a lot of fun with them. And essentially, this is what drives me in education. My goal, put short, is to be the type of teacher that I want my children to have. So in every decision I make and everything that I do, that's one of the things, major things that's driving me is I want to be the type of teacher that I'd want them to have. Now, a little bit about the course and its required materials. For this course, students will need a composition notebook or spiral, any kind of notebook there where they can keep paper and just keep up with things. Most of our resources and assignments are going to be web-based, they're going to be digital this year. So it is critical that students bring their Chromebooks to class fully charged. Again, most of the assignments will be web-based assignments, so it's going to be very, very important that the students bring their Chromebook. Also, the calculator that students are using, since this is accelerated math, the calculator is part of the curriculum, so the calculator is also digital. So it's on the Chromebook via a website that I give them access to. And this is the same calculator that they'll be using as they take their end of the year assessment. Grading policy is the same across the campus. Daily assignments 50%, assessments are 50%. Students get multiple opportunities to achieve a passing score on the assignments. Late work policy, again, that's the same across the campus. They just have to have it completed and turned in by the end of the unit. And always, students are encouraged to stay on top of work as opposed to getting behind and having to catch up. Please encourage them to check Schoology regularly. Again, that's where most of the assignments will be posted in Schoology. My tutorials, I tutor before school Mondays and Thursdays, 7:50 to 8:10. And any student that wants to get with me for tutoring, I'm more than willing to do that. I encourage them to. So please encourage them to do that as well. Ask a lot of questions, come to tutorials whenever it's needed. And if the morning doesn't work, they can also come to me in the middle of the day during advisory and reach. All they got to do is just request a pass and I'll get it to them. General classroom expectations. I make these very clear. I'm very big on respect, responsibility, being an active learner, completing assignments and taking ownership of the learning. And again, checking Schoology for all assignments and just being aware of everything that's in Schoology is a big part of that. If you need to contact me, the best way to do that is through email, not by phone. Obviously, I'm teaching throughout the day, so don't have access or the ability to answer that phone when I'm teaching. So please shoot me an email and I will respond to your emails. This is an overview of the seventh grade accelerated math curriculum. It has 11 units, and the units are listed here. They're also on my website. Anytime a student decides that they want to work ahead or just basically look ahead, maybe via YouTube videos, to learn more about the content that they're going to be exposed to, I encourage it. I definitely encourage that. And some students have chosen to do that just so that they are kind of have an idea of what's coming up and can pick up some concepts on their own before we go into them in depth in class. So these are the first 6 units, and these are the remainders. Once we get through 11, after that we begin STAR prep, and then after STAR prep, that's when we would do projects, final exams, and our final preparations on getting these students prepared for algebra. All of these units and things like that are on my website, so please go there if you want to see those as well. Again, I wanted to keep this brief. Thank you so much for your time. Again, I'm very much excited about this school year. And again, I just am appreciative of the opportunity to be your child's teacher. And as always, if you need me for anything, please reach out. Thank you so much.